Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to thank you for tuning in again tonight. Reminder all over social media, Facebook, X, IG, The Stephen Knight Show. Please go to our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show, and watch us, subscribe, comment. We definitely appreciate you. Also, make sure that you're registered to vote. You can go to vote.org to find out your status. They are taking people's names off the list and things like that. So make sure that you are in good status so you can vote when you're able to. Then again, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. That's from September 15th to October 15th. So shout out to everyone doing their thing in that community. Now, we're supposed to have a guest tonight, Stephen Knight Show, named Will LeBron. He is a holistic doctor, and I did an interview last Wednesday. But unfortunately, once the interview was uploaded, it was removed for false information. Now, a lot of us know that the holistic community sometimes clashes with the typical standard medical community. And so I guess some of the things he said on the interview went against YouTube's standards. And he did mention when we interview that sometimes this stuff is taken off. But if you want to know more about him, again, his name is Will LeBron. Go to his website. It's intuneinc.org, and he's committed to help you live a healthy and full life. So if you want more information on what he does, definitely do that. Unfortunately, we won't be playing the 30-minute interview tonight, but I want to thank him for his time last week. All right, family, how y'all feeling on this Monday?
Blessed and highly favored.
Exactly.
Same.
Well, the question of the day is, would you be upset if you found out your partner had a secret bank account? Linnea.
No, because we would have had that conversation in the beginning if we're living together. You can have your own separate account. I have my own, but for the house, that's a joint account because that's where everything is coming out of. So,
But if you found out that he had a secret account, would you be upset?
as long as these bills is getting paid, nah, I'm good because guess what? I got one too.
Right, exactly. What about you, Chike?
I guess it depends on what type of relationship we have. Like, if there's supposed to be trust there, then it wouldn't be secret, would it?
Yeah. You know, they say women always try to put, stash some money away. I've heard that before. What about you, Britt?
Yeah, I'm with Chike and Linnea. I'm like, you can have your own account and then we can have a joint account. But then, like, what's the purpose of lying about it? I'm okay with you having a personal account, but just why do you feel the need to like lie and hide it from me?
Yeah. I saw this question on TikTok. Just wanted to think about it. But yeah, I think the only issue would be secret account. Like, you can have your own account, but why secret? You know what I mean? But anyway, tweet us on X. Let us know. Would you be upset if you found out that your partner had a secret bank account? Oh, let me read some of the responses real quick on our Facebook page. People had some interesting responses. Okay. Raymond said, I would care if they considered and felt the need to have a secret account, but would have no problems with them having a private account. That's none of my business. Secrets are a big destroyer of partnerships. My brother said no. Nope. My oldest brother, who's been on the show, so y'all know his personality. Karen said no, because I have one too. As long as they haven't been crying broke and bills haven't been getting paid, etc. I think it's fine to keep your own stash, but also believe in separate accounts, joint accounts for bills, etc. only. Troy said, I assume the word found suggests that this is a secret savings account my partner has, which feels like a small betrayal to me. In a partnership, trust should be the foundation, and if there's a breach of that trust, it makes me wonder what else might be hidden, even if that's not reality. I have no problem with you having a personal account. I'm easygoing in that regard, but surprises that impact our relationship are something I don't appreciate. Other respondents, but yeah, good respondents. So let us know what your thoughts are. All right, so your boy Trump falsely is calling Kamala Harris and Joe Biden mentally impaired. During his rally, In Wisconsin this weekend, the former commander-in-chief unleashed his new line of attacks as he spoke about border issues. He claimed that Joe Biden became mentally impaired, but that Kamala Harris was born that way. He said, if you think about it, only a mentally disabled person could have allowed this to happen to our country in reference to border issues. VP Kamala Harris, has previously argued that Trump is the reason the border security bill drafted during the Biden administration was not passed, saying that he preferred to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. She said the bill would have provided 1,500 more border agents to support current border agents, along with providing more resources to limit the flow of fentanyl into our country. Chike, they're saying that he can't find a way to get at her. And
No.
I was watching something earlier, and it's saying that he does these dog whistles to his camp by saying Joe Biden the white man became mentally impaired as he got older, but she was born that way. The black woman was born that way. What are your thoughts to these new attacks?
He sounds like an absolute idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just funny to me. The closer that we get and the higher she gets imposed, the more erratic his speeches get.
Right.
Donnie's losing it. He's scrambling. What is it that Diddy said? I love it when you scrambling and scraping. Like that's what he's doing, and I'm loving it because he can't find his way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no end, Donald. You're not going to get her. She's smarter than you. She's brighter than you. She's tougher than you. She's slyer than you. She's just better than you. Accept it. You're going down.
Yeah, they said that he's having a hard time after that debate because she's still asking for another debate and he won't do it. But if she was born mentally impaired, why won't you debate her? Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
I agree with Chike. I think that it's just like he's pulling out all the stops. He went from photoshopping photos to now doing
Diddy party.
this. Yeah, and he's like bashing Taylor Swift and have everybody doing all of that. Like it just seems like he's like spiraling and like grasping for straws because it just seems like it's a lot of unnecessary. Yeah, I wish he would get back to just going to his policies. Like if you're running for
What
a president,
policy?
He's never had it.
whatever policies he want to support, I don't care. Just instead of slandering people, just go back to that.
Yep. Lanier.
Generally, when someone is unable to use their words, this is what you get.
Yep.
And he is a person he's unable to use his words. And it's tantamount, and I don't even want to insult toddlers, but it's tantamount to a little kid having a tantrum when things don't go his way. And the dog whistles that he blows to his people, you go from Haitian immigrants to talking about people in the Congo.
Yep.
Now you mentioned the president and VP in a sentence with mentally impaired, you know what I mean, people, which is completely disrespectful, but that's on par for him. So we are not surprised by that, where they've created, with the help of old Elon over there, fake AI videos, the fake pictures, but you're the same person who you're saying you're not worried about people messing with you on your crowd size, but you're the same person who went to a football game and wanted that to be portrayed as the people were there for you, cheering for you, and that's not what it was. Once the whole picture was put out there, and you're in a box, and you're waving to the people like they can see you,
right,
like they even know that you're there. But then you're like, oh, this is what happens at my rallies. That's a person whose cognitive ability is impaired because you're not thinking rationally. And the people who The people who follow him, support him, and donate to him, they're along the same lines.
Yeah, he I posted a video yesterday of from one of his rallies, and you're like, what is he talking about? Like he just goes down these rabbit holes and things. You're like, what is he even talking about? And when Joe Biden was doing his gaffes there while he was running for president reelection, they were quick to call that out, mental decline, etc. Called him decline. But y'all don't listen to Trump and realize, what is he talking about? People do leave his rallies because he goes up there and talks for 3 hours about nothing. You know what I mean? And so, anyway, but the Harris Walls campaign did announce that they're doing the 2024 HBCU homecoming tour. They're kicking it off at WSSU's 132nd Founders Day this coming Saturday. And they're going to have trusted surrogates, HBCU alumni, and influencers across North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, and Pennsylvania. And they're going to my alma mater, BSU, Virginia State University, home of the Trojans. They're also coming to Clark Atlanta University here, and they're going to Howard, of course, her where she attended undergrad. So if they come to your area, check them out. All right, well, Diddy, as he continues to sit behind bars, he's facing yet another lawsuit. In the latest filing, the woman is claiming to have been drugged, sexually assaulted, and impregnated by the mogul before suffering a miscarriage. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the woman, who is identified as Jane Doe, claims she was repeatedly assaulted by Diddy over the course of the 4 years. Woman, who is being represented by Joseph Sakaya, said that she met Diddy back in 2020. Woman says that she was invited on an all-expense paid trip during their initial meeting. She continued to see Diddy regularly between 2021 and 2022, including trips to his homes in New York, LA, Miami, and other locations. However, she says eventually she didn't travel at her own will. She says Diddy and his staff would use coercive and harassing language to make her agree. She also alleges that he used to spike alcoholic drinks to force her into things. She alleges that he forced her into having sexual intercourse in his home in LA in April of 2022. She said that she was sustained purple bruises and bite mark on her feet during the visit that same year, but doesn't remember how they got there. She also is being accused. He's also being accused of forcing her to take ketamine and other drugs in July of 2022, which led to her blacking out. She alleges that it was after that incident that she ended up pregnant. The woman claimed that she was claims an associate of Diddy harassed her into getting an abortion, but ultimately she ended up having a miscarriage. The woman claims that she has been contacted by Diddy as recent as July of this year. She says that she suffered trauma, financial injury, and physical injury and seeking unspecified damages. Linnea, do you think, I mean, we know he has a lot of people coming out against him now. Do you think this has continued to happen?
Absolutely. I mean, whether it's true or not, people are going to come out of the woodworks. People are going to have their stories. People are going to make up stories like this whole thing with the alleged Kim Porter book, which Albie Shore and his attorney have already, made a comment on it. And what people have to realize is that, unfortunately, more and more is going to come out, and you're not going to know what's real, what's true, what's false. You're not going to really know, unless there's some really good evidence attached that can really connect this dude, and not just somebody in their feelings trying to get a money bag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brittany, what are your thoughts?
It's heartbreaking. I think it's heartbreaking. The kids came out and asked everybody to stop talking about the conspiracy about him killing the mom and stuff like that. And I felt like even that statement was just heartbreaking, because at this point they are losing both their parents. And for people coming out I don't agree with the way I'll Be Sure is doing it. I understand how he feels like he has this obligation to Kim, but it's like he also has a son that he's like kind of doing as collateral damage. And I just don't agree with how he's going about it, having kids together. Like at the end of the day, his son does have a love for Diddy, whether he's right or wrong. And I think that you do have to be kind of mindful of a child's mindset, whether he's young or an adult or whatever. So I think that, out of respect for them struggling with losing both parents in this manner, like it's sad. And even now, I saw today that the ID channel is now doing something on Chris Brown documentary.
I saw that too.
And I think that it is just heartbreaking that they are coming after the Black men in our community that have made a certain amount of success, or either that or they aren't they're not holding themselves to a standard once they reach a level of success. So I think it's just heartbreaking to watch the downfall of Black men.
Chika, you said something similar last week. What are your thoughts on this story?
I mean, at this point, he's prey that is wounded, and they're going in for the kill. And I'm just going to say the thing that a lot of people aren't going to say. If you're gifted and blessed enough to have the type of platform and pedestal, and you don't treat it with the respect in which it was given, these are the things that can happen to you. And it's a byproduct of what you did, allegedly. It's a byproduct.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with this, but bless that woman to go through all that, if it did in fact happen. All right. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back, talk about Helena, the tornado hurricane that ravaged a lot of lives. Right back after this.